Okay, everyone. If any of you have any experience jelly printing, you are definitely going to laugh at me, especially through the first part of this video, if not the whole thing. So, I am very new to jelly printing. I think I tried it one other time, maybe a couple months ago, and so this is me just kind of coming back to it. I'm working on a new encaustic book. And I have the waxed pages, the rice paper that I've waxed up and I've folded it and it's ready to go. I'm using a black and white theme and I wanted to jelly print some stencils, some images onto it. Now, that first part that you saw, I've been trying to watch some videos where other people do jelly printing and use some of their techniques since I've never done it before. And people use magazine pages to do image transfer. So I had these maps, but I didn't know if it would work because they're not magazine pages. They're just kind of a different kind of paper. So I tried it just to see if I could get an image, and it did not work. So that was the beginning. So now I'm just like, okay, I'm starting off. Let's just keep it simple. So I'm really just using stencils the rest of the time, and you'll probably notice half of the video is me forgetting that I can put the paper over the stencil while it's still on the jelly press and get some good transfers that way, to kind of double things up. And I'd forgotten about that because I've seen a lot of people do stuff like that too. So yeah, I'm just making a lot of mistakes in this video, but that's how you learn. Like you gotta try things out. There's always going to be a learning curve the first time you try something. And this is especially different because I'm using oil paint instead of acrylic paint because acrylic and caustic does not work very well together. So I wanted to make sure that the mediums were compatible, and that meant using oil paint on the jelly press, which technically I don't know if you even, I think they're made for acrylic paint. So I should probably do some research. I think it should be okay, but now that I'm thinking about it, I should maybe do some research to see if there's anything bad about oil paint on jelly press. But it definitely doesn't work the same. I've noticed that and maybe it's because I'm new. Maybe it's just because I'm still kind of unfamiliar with these techniques. But I think part of it might be that the oil paint and the acrylic paint are very different, in their composition and the way they work with the press. So I've noticed that acrylic, you really get like all of the paint coming off onto paper, and maybe it's the wax in the paper too. Maybe if it was just straight paper, I would get a better transfer. But there's always a little bit of the oil paint left on the jelly press, and I can't quite get all of it up, no matter how many times I put the paper down. It never all comes away. So that's a difference that I've noted. One of the things that I really like about jelly press, the art that I've seen, is that there's artists that have found ways to add like 4 or 5 layers to the prints that they're making off the jelly press. And I I haven't really had success with doing more than just one layer, really. So it's going to take some more experimentation and some more. I have to do some more research and watch some more videos of people doing jelly prints and but I'm excited for the possibilities. I think then, well, the next time I'm going to do it, I'll probably be with a lot more color just to see, and that might be one of the reasons too. I'm just doing black and white because that's the theme of my this new book that I'm doing. Yeah, so I wanted to share this with you guys as just kind of an experiment just to see, just to talk about some of the techniques I'll be using. The finished book is going to be a video that's just for my members. So I'll let you know when that is coming out as soon as I'm done with it. But I wanted to show you guys this part at least so that you can get an idea of how it's going with jelly printing on encaustic pages. It's It's an old technique, but it's new to me, and I think kind of relatively new to Encaustic too. I don't know. There's probably some other artists doing it, but I haven't seen them. So if you know of them, let me know. I'd love to see how they're doing it. That would be very helpful. But anyway, you leave me some comments, some suggestions. I'm definitely open to suggestions. Anything that you think might help me in this endeavor would be great. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.